how to relax with art. This is my very first YouTube live, so give me some grace. And if you're watching tonight, I would love to know in the comments. I'm pulling this up where I can see, hopefully see your comments. You're gonna have to bear with me. There we are. Okay, hopefully somebody will pop in here with me, but I'm gonna show you how to have fun with art. So I'm gonna title this one, Don't Do This, but Do This Instead. Oh, good. Hey guys. Hi, Trisha, Christy, Sherry, Mickey, and Charlotte. Oh my goodness. So glad y'all came over. I am really nervous and I don't even know why.
There's an issue with your Apple Music account. To resolve this, check that your account is up to date in the Settings app.
I don't know how that's coming through my microphone. That's so weird. I hope it doesn't do that again. I knew that this very first one would be hard for me. So bear with me, you guys. I don't know if it's going to do that again. Okay, and I can see all of these familiar faces. You guys are the sweetest. You guys know I've been nervous to come over to YouTube, and I don't know why. I don't know why, because it's going to be so fun. It's just a different platform doing the same thing that I love. I'm taking my multi-purpose sealer, and I've already lightly sanded this little wood canvas. It's sort of like a multi-purpose sealer. You can use this on just about anything to seal it before you paint it. That's not necessary for a canvas. You could use gesso, or they come already gessoed, but for wood, especially when I think I might be going to do resin, then I always seal it with this DecoArt multi-purpose sealer first. This will keep the resin from releasing any micro bubbles. And it looks like the view, let's see if I can turn that and still see comments. I'm so glad you guys are popping in. So it is up and down. It's not vertical. It's not horizontal, is it? So I'll still have to work on figuring all this out. But at least we're live. I'm excited to do this on YouTube. Okay, so we're going to get this spread on nice and neat, and then I'm going to dry it just to speed up the process. Oh, goodness. Over here, I have to hide the comments so I can see. Okay, yeah, no problem. That's okay. You can probably unhide them every now and then if you need to say something, but it shows a live video button on YouTube. Oh, awesome, Christy. I did send out an email. I sent out a messenger on Facebook. I sent out a telegram. So hopefully some of you guys got a message somewhere. Oh, Sydney, you're awesome. I didn't even realize we could do that. Claudia, you did. Well, I'm glad while you're recovering you have time to kind of catch up on things you've missed. Hi, Regina. Hi, Debbie. Hi, Kim Fogel. Somebody want to help Marcia because I don't know what to tell her. You did. Good. Awesome, Charlotte. Let's see. Once this is dry, I actually usually put on another coat. I put two. I put one going vertically and one going horizontally, but tonight I'm just going to do one. It'll be fine. I usually don't have any problems. Let me just pick up. I've got stuff all around me, but this is one I did recently with the resin on it, and you can see there's no bubbles. I'll give y'all a little secret. This one, I hit on my desk and broke my little Vitrograph here, but I fixed it. Can y'all even believe it looks fine? It looks totally perfect. So anyway, it should come out just fine with just the one. How come this is looking sideways? I want to figure this out. It's looking... You guys help me. So it should be vertical, and it looks like y'all are seeing it horizontal. Let me see. What in the world? What in the world? Okay, so are y'all seeing this sideways? So you're seeing it like horizontal. There's Ron, you guys. Hi, Celeste. So I might have to remember Celeste is my mom. You're seeing it vertical. So it should be horizontal because I told it I wanted to go live horizontal. There's no way I can paint this vertically. What the heck? Facebook. I was going to grab it Facebook and it's not Facebook. It's something I've done. Let me see if I can do anything to fix this. So much for a good first live, you guys. I'm thinking what to do. I can just turn this camera. Let's try that. Even though it was told to go horizontally for whatever reason, I think we can get it, and that will still be just paint it, and we'll tilt our heads. Yes, you guys all just lay down. Just lay down and you'll be, I think that fixes it. It's just not the way I wanted it to go. Bear with me, you guys. Give me grace. Give me grace. I'm so glad y'all are here. I can't believe y'all all came over. I really didn't know if I'd have anybody. Okay, well, we've got this dry, so we're going to just do a quick background now that I'm all flustered. Okay, I'm taking my Bahama Blue, squeezing some of that. I use DecoArt paints. I have used them for, well over 6 years. And before that, I tried all the different brands. So for craft paint, I don't think you can find any better. And it is excellent coverage. So I was referring so many people to them. I asked to be an affiliate. So I am an affiliate. I've got a code in the description of the video for 20% off a purchase before June. So you can load up your cart and get all of it at 20% off up until June. It's just a one-time purchase, so I don't have codes every month or anything. But anyway, they've got gorgeous new colors. I just ordered all of the new colors. I cannot wait. And they already shipped, so it's super fast shipping. I think I ordered them like Monday, and I believe it was yesterday I got a notification saying they shipped. So whatever color you want your background, this is just, like I said, just a light blue. I'm adding white here and there to kind of lighten it up and just doing X motions. So what I wanted to say for anybody who watches this video, because I know it's not many of us tonight, but hopefully others will come through and watch it in the days and weeks ahead. But listen, when you start painting with acrylics, or really this works for any genre. So if it's watercolors or gouache, or if you're getting into the resin work, like what I do a lot of glass and resin, and whatever it is, there's a learning curve. You don't know what you don't know. And so as you start, you just want to jump in and do what you see everybody else doing, right? And that can kind of set you up for a little bit of disappointment, because you're like, well, I can't make my flower like that, or I can't get my background to look that way, or whatever it is. Or maybe your resin runs, or, we just all have issues when we're starting something new. But remember what it's like to ride a bike. I mean, you don't just take off on your bike and have no problems. You fall, you get back up, you fall, you get back up, until one day you're just going all over the neighborhood. Parents don't even know where you are. It's very clear. Thanks, Lori. Glad you're here. I love seeing Facebook friends over on YouTube. I am going to be on YouTube a lot more. So I'll still be on Facebook some, but I'm hoping to really put my emphasis on YouTube. So I really appreciate you guys coming on over here, because I know it may be a little bit new for some of y'all. But here's the thing about things that are new. Like I was saying, You know, everything is a little difficult, a little harder at first. I've had issues tonight with tech issues and things, but we're going to get it worked out. And in 1 year, I'll be laughing about tonight. So right now, it's such a bummer, and I'm so disappointed. But deep down, I know that it's all going to be okay. Thanks, Regina. 30, awesome. That's great for my very first live. Like I said, I didn't know if anybody would come. So anyway, you've got to give yourself grace when you're painting or any type of activity for that matter. But one thing I know, people get so frustrated because they can't do it like whoever's teaching them. And I just wanted to say, you know, how can you have fun with your art if you're comparing to people who've done it for years and years? You can't. So you got to kind of let go of those expectations for newbies and just have fun with it. So I'm going to dry this, and I'll still be talking to you while I'm drying, but that's kind of tip number one, is to, you know, don't compare where you're starting or where you're at with somebody else's journey who's been doing it for a long time. And honestly, that's a lesson that carries over to so many things. Okay, so while I'm drying, I hope that you guys will hit the like button, hit the subscribe button so that you, or the bell, so that you can get notifications. Yes, subscribe button and the bell so you can get notifications when I do go live. I may get a wild hair and just pop on here live one day, who knows? Okay, you like it better? Oh, that's awesome, Levada. Well, I'm gonna get this figured out so that I can do it horizontally and you can see more. But I do have my camera really low. Andrea, awesome. I didn't know who that was. That's good. Glad you're here. Smoother Tina, that's great. I've heard so many good things about doing lives over here, or doing videos, period, over here on YouTube. And we all know that I have been very frustrated with Facebook. So I'm excited to grow over here. I won't leave them completely because I know some people will not come over here. You know, I had somebody tell me that. So I can't, you know, I don't want to miss everybody, but I will be over here a lot. Your granddaughter's page, that's great. Hi, Tanya Turner. Hi, Brenda. You can literally, oh, see? I did hear it was clearer here. Now, I'm just using my iPhone. One of the things I'm working on is getting a camera so that, you know, things do look a little better. But step by step. Okay, we're going to do one more coat, but you see that that has really good coverage already. There's just some spots. I prefer, and I just always recommend to people that you do two light coats as opposed to trying to do it really thick. So just do one light coat, dry it or let it dry, and then do another. And that will give you such a prettier finish, and you don't have to wait so long for it to dry. So that's a little tip for you. And then one of the things I wanted to say was so many people kind of give up on art because, you know, like I said, either it's not turning out like they wanted it to, or they're comparing their first pieces with people who've been painting for 10, 20, or longer years. And so you've got to remember that. You've got to tell yourself, you know, hey, if I keep this up, I'm going to be every bit as good as her or better. And I see that all the time in my group. You know, there's people who come in that don't think they can paint, and then I'd say within the year, I'm like, wow, I should have thought of that. That is beautiful, whatever they did. So I'm telling you the truth that, you know, you just stick with it. Don't give up. And it's like anything else. You get better over time. You gain confidence and just kind of get more creative. It's just really something you have to stick with and learn to have fun with. So that kind of goes into my second point about having better luck with your acrylic paintings or any type of art that you do, is have fun. So for me, I've tried lots of different styles of art. I've tried to paint like some of the old masters. I've, really worked on finding what I enjoy the most. And for me, it is really loose, fun. You're on Baby Watch. Oh, I'm going to have to read these. I can't wait to hear more about that. Loose, fun, carefree paintings. So I would not normally hang, we're going to do a bunny tonight, but I would not normally hang a turquoise colored painting with a bunny on it in my living room. But it is the funnest thing to paint, okay? So you don't have to feel like you're stuck painting realistic or painting in a fine art style, especially when it's just for yourself or in an art journal or something like that. Just explore. Just start exploring. Try this, try that. Watch videos and find things that appeal to you. And then if you're doing it and it's not giving you joy or it's causing frustration over and over, then you might try a different style of art. That's what kind of the point of that is that sometimes you're trying things that really aren't resonating with you and you just need to try something different. So instead of forcing it, and then quitting in frustration, I recommend, where's my little chalk pencil? I recommend kind of switching over and trying something different like what I do, which is, more fun and carefree, and it just lends itself to joy. I will put my y'all can see it. Put my candle on and have a drink. I've got a Diet Dr. Pepper, and I put it in a pretty glass to make me feel good. Those are little things you can do that do help you have fun as you paint. Put on some happy music. Lori, you're so fun. Okay, we're going to sketch out a little bunny. I just was teaching in my membership group about, we've already gone through this whole packet, lots of information, but we were just talking about sketching your things out and using shapes. So let me show you what I kind of teach them as an example. I do need to leave room for my ears, so I'm gonna think about how big I want her ears and maybe start her face about here. So you also can kind of, make a line where you want to start, just a little guide, and then kind of come down vertically. So you've got where you want her face. And I'm going to put a circle in here, or kind of an oval for her face. So let's just, and I usually do kind of wide, loose, and light. So I'm not pressing hard so that I can easily erase that. This is just chalk, so it'll erase with my paint, or I can always take a brush and wash it or wipe it. You work on not being a perfectionist. Yes, Tina, for sure. Oh, Sherry, good. I do too, personally. Yeah, you got a new candle? Oh, don't tell me that. I would be craving coffee 24/7. I had some last night. I have coffee at random times because I just love it. Okay, so we've got her little face. Let's do her ears, and that way you kind of, let's see where we're going. It helps to get those little ears. So the other thing that I wanted to tell you guys, let me grab a sheet of scrap paper so I can show you this in real time. So I tell the ladies in my group, break everything down into shapes. So, if a bunny ear is going to be like this, and we already said her head is kind of in this oval shape, I'm going to have to make these larger now. So this ear right here, you can break it down into an oval, or sometimes when I was starting, I might do a rectangle, and then within that rectangle, put that ear, you see? So there's little tips and tricks that will help you on size and form and shape and all of that. And that's one of them, is to kind of use little tricks like that. This second ear, and then based on the second ear, you might come back and fatten one up or something like that. So, something like that. And we've got our little neck going. And she's just going to be sitting in the grass. Now from her head, I'm going to kind of take it and just kind of come back. Like that. And there's her little bum. Her little bunny bum. We'll have a little tail right there. And we're going to have some grass. Her tail may not even show. So there's that. Now, I do want her to have some flowers up here, and maybe even her little paw. Is that what it's called? A paw? What is a bunny arm called, you guys? You know, we could even have her holding some flowers. The reason I think this will... I hope that didn't knock me off alive. Somebody called. I do have it on Do Not Disturb. I think it was just my watch. Are y'all still there? I'm just talking away. Okay, so that's kind of our guideline. Can y'all see that? A rabbit foot. It's a foot. What did I say? A paw? A rabbit paw? I think it could be paw. So is her front ones called feet too? I'm going to put out some of this honey brown. It is the prettiest brown, y'all. Can you see how up clear? It is truly honey brown. I love this color. I'm going to put out a little more white. We're going to paint loose and carefree because that's what we're talking about tonight, is just having fun with your art. You can use almost any brush to do this part. You can use a round. You can use a filbert. I'm going to use this filbert. And we're just going to kind of color the basic color for our bunny. So I'm going to move some of that honey brown over with white, get a color that I like. Probably pick up some white here and there too. And we're just going to kind of fill in our little chalk outline with this honey brown. Very loose and carefree strokes. So see, this is simple. I wanted to do something simple so that you guys who want to try it can try it. And you know, you can also obviously stop the video, go back, rewind, pause, and things like that when you're watching, and catch up if anybody goes too fast. Just going to paint this little face in. Same color. We'll be putting some highlights and shade on here, but just using that brush to kind of fill it in. Want those ears to touch. Your palettes are always artwork. Oh my goodness, I had the prettiest one. Where is it? I didn't want to use it. I think it's this. No, that's not it, but it's just my colors. Sometimes I hold them and I'm like, I can't cover that up. It's so pretty. So thanks, Claudia. So y'all are watching on TV. I think that is amazing. And that will definitely help as you're painting to have that so large. So just using my brush to kind of mix all this together, and then we're going to kind of keep coming down. Now, where her neck meets her head, I always put in a little shadow. So I'm grabbing more of that darker, just the honey by itself. We're just going to kind of feather this in because her head would give her little neck a little bit of a shadow. We'll come back in and do a little refining, but I'm just getting everything kind of down right now. So I just pulled this out a little bit to give her face a little point right there. Taking that honey brown and be sure I've got a little darkness right there on the neck where it separates from her head. And then just keep on blending. Oh, Joan, doing that kind of stuff does wear you out. You need to, well, you can't nap this late, but you can go to bed early, right? I know you've told me before, but how far do you have to travel to get that done? I can't remember if you said it was 30 minutes or an hour or something like that. I know we used to live in a small town that we'd have to drive 30 minutes to do anything. Like go to the grocery store. There you go. Go out to eat. There you go. You know. And 30 minutes was, that's if you're speeding. So it's kind of a hassle. But really 30 minutes is nothing. When you live in the city, it's going to take you 30 minutes to get anywhere anyway. So there's her basic shape. We're going to give her a tail. Just a little fluffy tail. I'm going to get a little more white in there. So just using this one brush. I haven't even changed. Oh, goodness. I was thinking of somebody else then. I forgot that you had that far. That is terrible. So are you really in a small town? That is a long way. No wonder you're worn out. Putting a little more white back here on her tail. I don't know how much of that's going to show because we've got to put a little grass. And then as you can see, the paint's starting to dry, so it's going to need another coat. But for now, I'm liking the way it's all looking. I'm just going in loose, super loose, carefree little, letting my brush just do the work. And that's another thing, is having the right tools. Now, when you start painting or you're fairly new to painting, you just want to get a basic set of synthetic brushes. I like to get them at either Blick. Yeah, I started to say Dick Blick, but it's just Blick is what it's called. And of course, Amazon. These that I'm using came from Amazon, but I did just order some new ones from Blick. And I'll show y'all those when I get them. I'm always excited to get new brushes, and it was time, and I wanted to try this other brand, so I'm trying their brand, so I'll let you know what I think when I get them. But anyway, if you get the right brushes, they will really help you a lot. And you can, I'm sure some ladies on here will tell you, because a lot of them use the ones I use. If I find one I like, I always share it, and then they'll try it and usually like it too. But try around, try different ones. Having a good brush will really make a big difference in how you like your painting. So if you have trouble and you think it's you, try a different brand of brush. I'm pretty sure mine might be in the comments of this video or the description of the video already, but if they're not, I'll add them, the ones that I use, or a link, to the ones I use. So I just went through to kind of give her another layer of paint, just doing the same thing where I'm just mixing as I go, just kind of putting it down, letting it do what it will. If I want a little more white, I can come in here, touch down on the white and add that maybe to the middle. Just loose, light strokes. So I'm not coming in and painting heavy. I'm not even holding my brush down here by the ferrule. Hold it back to get a more loose brush stroke. Hold it back a little ways. And these are short brushes, but if you like to use an easel or stand up to paint, get a long handled brush. I've used them and I do like them, but now that I'm trying to just show down on my art, I'm using short brushes. So there's that. Let's do her little foot, not arm, or paw, but her little foot kind of holding. Let me think how, so it'd be like that, kind of curve like this. Look how cute. How can a little foot be so cute? But it is. Something like that. So, just little brush stroke, right? Come up here, pick up a little bit of white, and kind of come up here and give it a little highlight. I like to just take some white on my brush, even with the color that I have, and come in and add some highlights. How are y'all doing? 4:30 and just got home. Bless you, Joan. I'll pray you can sleep really well tonight. Deb, Claudia, I used to use paper plates. Deb taught us to. Yes, girl, junk mail for the win. Can you see this? It's junk mail. So you bet. Let them buy our art palettes, right? So they spend the money on this nice advertising, and we benefit by using it for our art palettes. So I do make them myself, and I used to sell them until I thought, why am I asking people to buy these when they kind of look like this? This is a messed up one. But it would kind of help you know how much paint to put down. So, but now I'm just using these, and I encourage y'all to, because it's free. But so loose paintings, loose brush strokes will really may help you enjoy art more. To not have to sweat the big stuff and trying to be accurate or trying to make it like fine art. If you just keep it loose and have fun with it, I think you'll enjoy it more. At least I do. So that was one of my other points I wanted to say is, have a really relaxed setting. So, keep it fun. Start basic with basic brushes and either a mixed media book or simple canvases you can get at Dollar Tree or somewhere. And then get your setting how you want it. Keep it, relaxing. And I really think you'll enjoy painting more. At least I know that's how I enjoyed painting more. We're going to come in and put some grass. And I love using spring green for grass. So this is sour apple. And I love citron green. We'll use both of these. This one has a lot of yellow in it, so it's called citron green. Citrus citron. And I don't see, oh, there it is. I might put a few sprigs of our holly green. Holly green, kind of reminds you of Christmas, but I love it and I use it year round. And I'm using a detail brush this time. And again, like I said, finding good brushes. This is just one I get on Amazon. It's in a set and it's fantastic. So your brushes will last a lot longer if you don't leave them in water, right, ladies? But we all do it. I mean, there is nobody who's not sometimes leaving their brushes in water. I get so mad at myself because it's not that hard to go wash your brushes and dry them and keep them looking nice. But we all do it where we leave them and forget. We think we're going to come back and do it and we don't and get sidetracked. So, but anyway, that's the best way to keep your brushes working well is to not leave them in water. Especially a less expensive brush. This is called the ferrule, the metal part, and your brush is made of wood. And so water seeps down in between the ferrule and the wood. And number one, rots out that wood down here. And number two, it will loosen the glue. So you're just completely ruining your brushes by leaving them sitting in water. So I'll stop harping because you guys know it drives me crazy. However, I do it too. So I'm preaching to myself. 310 watching, only 23 likes. Ooh, 310, I don't think so. It says 47. I don't know how many are really watching, but yes, I would so appreciate the like. That's the thing with Facebook. I've watched a lot of training. With YouTube, watched a lot of training, and you really have to watch the whole video and give it a lot of attention for YouTube to say, okay, we'll show that to other people. So if nobody's liking it or commenting, they're just going to assume it's bad content, which I completely understand. That's how all platforms are. They want to promote the people that are helping them do what they do. So I get it. So thank you for asking for that. Hi, Cynthia. Hi, Marsha. Mickey. Hit the 3 dots and there's a caption. I'll have to go back and read all these. So if you have any questions, you leave them in the comments. I promise I'll read them. I'll go in there and read them. I lots of times read them as I'm kind of falling asleep. Isn't that terrible? But like late at night when I'm sleepy and I just kind of want to, oh, I forgot to look at my comments. Let me go look. I'll go read through them. So I don't always reply, but I will, definitely read them. And if you have a question or something, I'll reply. So if I don't, that means I skipped it somehow, and just send me a message. You can email me. You can message me on on here, on Facebook, whatever, you know, however you can find me. Okay, so we've got the grass, we've got our bunny. We're going to do some flowers, and we're going to do her eye. And let's do the inside of her ear with a little pink. And then, I think I'm going to use that filbert. And then we'll do the resin another day. So if you guys want to do resin and you want to come back and see it, let me know. If not, I'll do it just on my own. But if y'all want to see it. Oh my goodness. How am I getting the $1.99? Thank you so much, Sherry. And another 99. I don't even know how that's happening. That's probably something I set up a long time ago, because I have not set anything like that up. That must be something I did a long time ago. Christy, are you still on? Is that the thing that you did one time? Because if it is, yeah, it's been a while and I don't even remember. I think it's called a super chat, maybe. I'm so excited to learn about YouTube and be over here. The bunny's so cute. Thank you. Boy, she's going to get a little cuter. We're going to do the inside of her ears, but again, filbert brush, just got some white and pink, and we're just going to come in here and glaze over her little ear with that color. Just kind of lightly brush it, you know. So you see some of the brown. Just super easy, you guys. Super easy. Hi, Taffy. Just getting home from work. Oh, what are you cooking? Thank you, Brenda. I'm so happy to see friendly faces, you guys. It's awesome. Okay, let's do her eye. I love showing how I do eyes. They're not always, you know, they're usually not fancy at all. But I take, you know, I'm going to take a little pencil just to kind of show you. And you just kind of figure out where you want her eye. So obviously we are only seeing the one side of her face. So maybe somewhere about right here. We're just going to make a circle. Sorry for that if you heard that. Nails on a chalkboard. And then what I do is I take my pencil and come a point here and then like a point here and just kind of bring it across the top of the eye and then meet that back point that I made. And then same over here, bring it under the eye and then back up to the point. That's it. So just practice drawing that a couple of times, but really that's it. And then, you know, growing up, the way we always did like a bunny face would be the nose, and then you go like this, and then like that, or some people did the two little buck teeth, you know, and then some whiskers. So it's basically the same thing. See that fish hook? You know, just a little fish hook type thing is all we need to do. Where did my little, there it is. That's what I think. Tomorrow will be your 44th anniversary. Happy anniversary. Are you guys doing anything? Tell Marshall that I said happy anniversary to you guys. 44 years is amazing. And it's so sad that, you know, in the old days that was just really, you know, that was to be expected. But now it really is pretty unusual, because even older people are divorcing. And then let's do that fish hook. So something like that. I'm going to do her eye. I'm going to make a round circle. These detail brushes, I was saying, are around $10, and sometimes you can get them on sale on Amazon. And again, it will be in the description of this video because I love them. You know, there are, you know, more expensive, but you get a kit of about, I don't know, 8 to 10 of these, and they do work so well. And then take that point, come up, meet back here. And there's your little eye so far. We'll do a little more to it. Thank you, Sherry and Monica. What is going on? It's like a Facebook Live has the stars. Thank y'all so much. Goodness. Wow. I can't seem to make a heart or anything, but I will when we're done. I'm sure there's a way. But thank you, thank you. Appreciate that so much. Y'all are amazing. You hit 50 years. I mean, your 50th anniversary. wait, let me see. You hit 50 years and you turned 70 the day after. Weren't we babies? That's amazing. Good for y'all. It's amazing how young we were when we got married, right? I'm going to make some gray. I don't ever like, or I typically don't like black whiskers. So I'm going to make gray, just black and white. That's another thing we talked a lot about in our art basics class was, you know, mixing colors. You look at the color wheel, all you really need is the primary colors and black and white, and you're in business. So you don't have to buy, even though I love to buy paint and use a lot of different colors because it's fun and it's just already done for you, you can easily mix your own and come up with any color you want. So just kind of put a few of these little whiskers coming out. Like so. We are going to, don't give up, you guys. I know she's not looking too fancy yet, but she'll get there. She'll get there. We're going to get out a little more of our fuchsia pink. This is Royal Fuchsia. Use that a lot. It's one of my favorites. And do y'all want to see, let's have a little vote. Do y'all want to see roses or cone flowers? Those were the two I couldn't decide what I wanted to do. Roses or cone flowers. So let me know. I might get out a little clean white since I've got gray in that other. So that's probably all we need. Wow, that's amazing. I'm so surprised because I really didn't know if everybody would, I mean, I really didn't think that many would come. Wow, Brenda, thank you. Oh, that lets me like it. Thank you so much. Roxana says roses. Marcia says roses. Kim cone. Regina cone. And then we have other 3 roses. Marcia says we'll do, we'll have her, how about we have her hold a cone and do roses up here. Love to show these little roses. I'm just going to take a small round brush and come into my pink. Y'all see my pink? Maybe tap down and get a little bit of white and start with a circle. Just start with a circle. We're going to also this time add some yellow so that we don't have just 3 the same color. So adding some yellow into that one. And maybe even yellow, white with a little pink over here so it's a little different too. So you've got your 3 little flowers, and then we'll do some more to them, but we're going to let those dry. We're going to come down and do a cone flower. And this detail brush would work, but there is one that I like. I think will work a little better. It's a shorter. So this one is just a little shorter here with the hairs. So let's drop down and do a cone flower down here. I'm going to load that up with lots of pink because it's a small brush and it can hold, you know, we need it to hold as much as possible. And then I'll tap into my white. So I've got pink and white on the brush at the same time. Blue is saying hi to you ladies. And we are going to do a petal. So just put it down, press, lift up. Put it down, press, lift up. Put it down, press, lift up. And this is just something you have to practice. So like I said, a sketchbook, a mixed media pad will be your best friend for practicing your flowers. And then if you want to kind of spread them out or anything like that, you can. That is how easy that flower is. Hello, Blue. She's wanting in here and it's shut. She can't get in right now. I've got it completely. We want to do another one. Let's do some, we'll do a baby one. I did have 3 that I was thinking about doing. So put down, press, lift up, press, lift up, kind of get part of one in here. Like so. Oh, somebody was at the door or something. That's what's going on. And then we'll put one more up here and kind of make it a little smaller. Okay, we can come back up. We don't have to wait for this to dry. I usually let it dry, but I'm going to kind of swirl around that paint a little bit. Actually, while this is drying, I'll do the greenery. So we'll just let this continue to dry a little bit. And I'm just spreading it out so that the paint will dry faster is all I'm doing. And let's finish her eye because that will... You guys are amazing. Thank you, Joan and Erlene. You guys really, y'all have... I'm not even nervous anymore. Y'all made my day just by being here. Thank you. You know, it's always scary to try new things. At least it is for me. But listen, from experience, there's no fun in playing it safe and not doing it. So you might as well go for it, right? We're going to start up here and just do a little stem. For each one. Something like that. And then you can come right back on top of it with another color, or we could have added the color at the same time. And just give, usually I do one side of it, you know, kind of give it a little highlight on one side wherever the light source is coming. But on something like whimsical, and we're probably going to cover it with glass, no big deal. But if you want to, you can just give that a little. Same thing up here. Let's take the same detail brush, grab our green, and grab our, what do you call this? Not citron, sour apple. Sour apple. And we'll do a couple of leaves. So see how good this little detail brush works? I love these brushes. You can do so much with them. And for $10 or whatever it is they are, you know, can't beat the price. Usually when Amazon has the big, what do you call it? You know, they have that big push, like Prime days is when you can usually stock up and get some good deals. But, you know, at that price, it's not a big deal just to order either. Just putting a few sprigs in her little flower crown. Like that. Yes, I hope I did ask that question. I hope y'all answered me. If you want to see me do the glass and resin, let me know in the comments here. And if I get a, you know, handful of people, I'll do it. But, you know, it's kind of, you know, I want to be sure I have people come watch. So I'm taking the citron green and putting that on top and give me a little highlight on each leaf. And then we're going to come in with a little bit of white and work on her eye. So I'm going to take this little detail brush with a little bit of white on it and put it down and kind of pull a little to give her kind of a big thing, and then a little dot. And then I'll take a little bit of kind of this, I've taken black and white, make a little bit of gray or dark charcoal, and just give her a few scratches in her eye with it so it looks a little not completely solid black. You can put some brown in there, whatever. I'm going to take the brown though with whatever black is left on my brush and give her a little, I don't know, I call it eyeliner. I'm not trying to give her eyeliner, but I don't know what else to call it. Just kind of go around her eye with this brown. So working that in and then curling my brush into a point, and we're going to kind of give her a little bit, and it softens that line. We're going to put charcoal on the inside of that. So I'm just mixing that with my black. You can use white, but might as well use this. And then kind of and just a little bit of white on top of what I just did. And also kind of go across the top of that. There's her little eye. I think she needs eyelashes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, good. I'll let y'all know when. It probably won't be tomorrow because tomorrow's Valentine's Day, but we could do it Monday. I say we do it Monday. So I'm taking that same detail brush. I got it wet. Taking my black and pulling this over here. I'm going to wet it again, tap it off, but then bring it just whatever extra water was on my brush. You don't want so much water that it waters it down too much, but then roll your brush around and get it back into a point, and then you'll be able to do your eyelashes. That's a lot of eyelashes. Looks like she's wearing falsies. That's the fun part of this type of art is, you know, is it supposed to look like a real live bunny? No, it's just fun. Now this would be so cute painted on your pail, if you have a pail, or on a sack, like a brown sack that, you know, like that has handles, those kind of things. So you don't have to just paint on canvas, think outside the box, paint it on a jar. You know, I'm going to come in here and kind of cover up because I got a drop of that green. Just using white with a little brown. Try to cover that up a little bit. We're almost done. I'm going to finish our flowers a little bit. She is ready for Valentine's. I think I'm going to fix this too because it almost looks like, you know, it's not, I did not mean for it to look like a line. So we don't want to give anybody the wrong idea of what that is. You know what I'm trying to say? I think I'm going to lighten that up. I don't know. I just got one brush stroke that's a little suspect. So white with a little brown till we get it kind of a, and just come back and soften that look. Know what I mean? Okay, that's probably better. I don't have the best advantage of viewpoint from where I'm sitting. Oh, how funny. You were thinking that. Okay, well, y'all can definitely tell me when you see something like, have you noticed that? Oh, she might need a little foot down here. We don't have a little foot. Let's do another little foot here. We're almost at an hour, and I want to be done at 1 hour. So we got 5 minutes to do any details. So let's take that filbert brush again and give her a little appearance of a foot. We may have to put some grass on top to get it right. I'm just going to kind of curve like so. There's her little foot. While that is drying, we're going to add to her flowers. So we've still got our colors out here. I'm going to take the fuchsia and the white and make a lighter pink. I always say commas, just go around your flower with some commas. You can do a little pink on one of these. I'm going to take some yellow with that pink. I'm taking straight fuchsia. I'm not cleaning my brush. Just, you know, they can mix together. It won't hurt. Give this one straight fuchsia. Just little commas till you like the look of it. Oh, I'm so glad y'all came. There's no comments showing, just your phone. Okay. I don't know. Like I said, this is so new to me that it's going to take me a little bit to learn the ins and outs, but at least I got this first one behind me. So, you know, anybody who watches tonight, you'll get to see the whole journey of my YouTube from start with tech issues to hopefully improving every time, you know. It's always a little nerve-wracking at first, and then you calm down and you're like, okay, well, this isn't anything I can't do. I've got a little blue in my pink is why I'm trying to add some white and give everything a little highlight. I like it. I think she looks good. Let's finish this leg and then we will really be done. Do y'all see anything I've missed? I'm going to dry this foot and then we'll put some grass on top. Oh, thank you, Carrie. It's a wonderful start. Well, thanks, you guys. Y'all are just super sweet. Thank you, Charlotte. Oh, I'm glad. I'm so glad that some of y'all like YouTube. Yay. Oh, you said nose. I will fix her nose. I didn't love that either. That is supposed to be the little, you know, how I showed you I make them, but just without the little circle. But I'll do that circle and see if I can make it look. In fact, I like to do a heart since it's kind of Valentine's-y anyway. Spring, Valentine's. So there's her little half heart. I might kind of go in and change it a little before Monday night. I might take out that little line right here. I'm not sure. I'll just have to play with it. Okay, let's do some grass at the bottom, and then that'll be about it. Just the same thing we already did, where you're going in with your different shades of green. I hope that if anybody comes, I know most of the people on here tonight are friends of mine. They already paint. There are many of them in my private group, so they're just here to support me, and they show up no matter what because they're amazing. But if anybody watches this and you have been frustrated with your paintings, I hope that you will give some of my tips a try. You know, try a different style, this looser painting. You might have better results and enjoy it more. Try lighting a candle, having your favorite drink, and music going so that you can, you know, really relax with it. Put a note on your door, say do not disturb, and take some time for yourself because it is so important that we do that. Take time for ourselves. And then you can always upgrade as you go. So get some basic brushes, and then if you really enjoy it, you can upgrade. Then the last thing, of course, is to sign it. And you can use a brush like this or a micron pen, any type of permanent archival ink marker. This is a micron archival ink, and it does have numbers. 5 is fairly big nib, this thing on the end, but it's fine to sign. I just put a little DB down at the bottom. But the pen, sometimes it's easier for newer painters than a brush. And that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Tell me if you feel a little more relaxed than when you came in. That's always my goal, because we have so much chaos and so much, you know, drama in the world. We need to come together, support each other, have fun, create, and have an escape from all that. So thank y'all so much for being here. You're my people. I appreciate you guys. All right. Have a wonderful evening, and I will see you hopefully next time. But we'll do this Monday and put some resin on her. Aw, thank you. Y'all are awesome. I appreciate it. Now to see how to end it. I don't even know. All right, guys. Have a wonderful evening. Bye. If she can figure out how to stop it. We're still live. I don't know, y'all. No idea. Let's see here.